Right now, hidden deep within your very own DNA, lies a 2% genetic ghost of a human species that vanished 40,000 years ago. Imagine a world where you were not the only human mind dominating the planet. There was another power, stronger, far more cold-resistant, and possessing a larger brain than ours, ruling the harshest icy tundras for over 500,000 years. Yet how did this apex predator, capable of taking down giant beasts with bare hands, vanish completely without a trace? Were they really the dim-witted, brutish cavemen that modern media loves to depict? Or did they possess a superior intelligence we are too proud to admit? The shocking truth has been frozen deep beneath the permafrost, waiting to be unearthed. Let us plunge deep into the brutal survival journey of an ancient family to uncover this harsh reality. But before we unveil the secrets of how they cheated death in the eternal winter, are you absolutely sure you understand how their bodies evolved to become the ultimate survival machines? The evolutionary secrets we are about to reveal will change everything. On a desolate, windswept mountain peak in what we now call Belgium, a 30-year-old Neanderthal hunter named Gorg opens his eyes inside a pitch-black cave. This age is considered the absolute limit of his people's lifespan. Around him, his family sleeps on cold ground, lined with thick, heavy bear hides. Gorg stands up, his entire body a masterpiece of extreme evolutionary adaptation. Standing at just 5 feet 5 inches tall, Gorg might seem shorter than modern humans, but his chest is incredibly broad and shaped like a barrel. This unique frame is paired with the muscular shoulders of a heavyweight wrestler. His leg and arm bones are twice as thick as ours, allowing his skeletal system to withstand the brutal, mechanical stress of fighting wild beasts. His face is dominated by a massive nose and incredibly wide nasal passages. This was not a random flaw of nature, but a highly advanced biological heating system. Whenever Gorg inhaled the sub-zero ice age air, the freezing wind was trapped in his wide nasal cavity, quickly warmed and humidified by a dense network of blood vessels before ever reaching his lungs. Modern biological analysis reveals that the short, stocky proportions of the Neanderthals minimize their body's surface area. This brilliant design significantly reduced heat loss, keeping their core temperature remarkably stable. They were essentially walking heat-retaining furnaces, defying the fierce blizzards of ancient Europe without needing complex woven clothing. Yet despite possessing a body of steel and a brain larger than that of modern humans, life for Gorg and his family was a relentless race against time. With an average life expectancy of only 30 years, how did a tiny population of just a few thousand individuals keep their species alive against the claws of a savage nature? Their lethal weapons held the answer. To survive the freezing dark, a weapon was not just a tool. It was the razor-thin boundary between life and starvation. But did you know that their most lethal weapon was not a sharp stone spear, but their flawless coordination? Without this social bond, they would have been wiped out instantly. The secret of how they hunted giant mammoths will blow your mind. Gorg and his hunting party begin preparing their gear. Their stone crafting method, known as the Levallois technique, required incredibly precise strikes to flake razor-sharp stone points from a larger core. These points were then bound tightly to heavy wooden shafts using a specialized homemade adhesive made by heating organic birch bark pitch over a low flame. Today's target is a massive woolly rhinoceros separated from its herd. Lacking long-range weapons like bows, the hunters had to get terrifyingly close to their prey. Since they could not outrun the beast, they relied on ambush. They used the treacherous rocky terrain to herd the giant mammal into deep, sticky mud pits or dead-end cliffs where it became trapped. Once the beast was cornered, the entire hunting group, including the strongest women, rushed in to thrust heavy wooden spears directly into the animal's vital organs. Archaeological analysis of Neanderthal skeletal remains reveals a shocking frequency of bone fractures, matching the trauma patterns seen in modern professional rodeo athletes. However, modern science has completely shattered the old stereotype that they only ate raw meat. Further south, in the temperate forests of the Iberian Peninsula, analysis of fossilized dental plaque revealed an astonishing truth. These southern groups were highly skilled plant foragers, consuming a wide variety of wild nuts, berries, and forest mosses. This dietary flexibility allowed them to survive during seasons when large game was scarce. But whether they were fierce hunters or dedicated gatherers, the true glue that held their societies together was not just food. It was a deeply complex emotional world, a trait we arrogant modern humans often assume belongs solely to ourselves. Imagine standing in a pitch-black cave, the howling wind roaring outside the stone entrance, when suddenly, a deep, melodic vocalization echoes from the dark. Is it a wild beast? No. It is the calling song of a Neanderthal. But was their language truly as primitive as we think? Let us look closer at the physical evidence they left behind. Scientific studies on the delicate hyoid bones in Neanderthal throats show they were fully capable of producing vocal ranges similar to modern humans, though their pitch was slightly higher and louder due to their wider chests. They used this vocal ability to coordinate highly complex hunting strategies and to express deep, genuine emotions to one another. Within Gorg's small clan, there is an elderly member who is completely blind in one eye and missing his right arm from a hunting accident years ago. In a brutal, prehistoric world, a severely disabled individual would normally be abandoned to die. Yet here, this old man is given the softest portions of meat and kept warm by the central hearth. This profound empathy extended far beyond basic physical care. When this elderly man finally passed away, his clan did not cast his body to the wild predators. They carefully dug a deep grave inside the cave, placing him gently on his side in a fetal position, and blanketed his resting place with a vibrant array of colorful, wild spring flowers. These incredible graves, containing fossilized flower pollen, prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that Neanderthals possessed abstract thoughts about death, grief, and perhaps even an early belief in an afterlife. They felt sorrow, they loved deeply, and they knew how to use nature's own pharmacy to heal their sick and ease their physical suffering. To truly understand this beautiful inner world, we must travel back in time to a real archaeological site known as Shanidar Cave, nestled in the Zagros Mountains of modern-day Iraq. Here, archaeologists unearthed fossilized skeletons that tell some of the most heartbreaking and moving stories of prehistoric compassion ever recorded in human history. The skeleton labeled Shanidar I belonged to a Neanderthal man who lived to the ripe age of 40. Forensic analysis of his bones showed that he suffered a massive blow to the side of his head when he was young, which left him completely blind in one eye and damaged the brain region controlling the right side of his body, leaving his right arm withered and paralyzed. Furthermore, his leg bones showed severe, painful degeneration, making every single step he took an agonizing torment. With such extreme physical disabilities, he could never hunt, gather, or defend himself against wild predators. Yet, the deep fractures and injuries on his bones had fully healed, decades before his actual death. This means his clan actively protected him, carried him across hundreds of miles of rough terrain during seasonal migrations, pre-chewed his food, and nursed his wounds for years. They did not see him as a useless burden, but as a deeply valued member of their family. Compassion existed long before modern humans dominated the globe. Even more amazing, when scientists analyzed the dental tartar of other fossils in Shanidar Cave, they discovered chemical traces of wild chamomile and yarrow. These are natural herbal remedies known for their anti-inflammatory and pain-relieving properties. They were practicing botanical medicine hundreds of thousands of years before modern pharmacy. The Neanderthals did not perish because they were stupid or weak. They were driven to extinction by a combination of rapid, chaotic global climate shifts and the aggressive expansion of modern humans. Yet, they did not completely vanish. They interbred with our ancestors, leaving a priceless genetic legacy that still flows through our veins today. The greatest lesson the Neanderthals left behind is one of profound adaptation and deep empathy. Even when trapped in a dark, freezing world filled with constant danger, they chose to love, to care for their weakest members, and to respect the natural world around them. This is a brilliant light of humanity shining through the deep mists of time. The physical journey of Gorg and his clan has ended, but their story remains a powerful mirror reflecting our own modern path. Will we manage to survive on this planet longer than they did? Or will we too soon become silent fossils, waiting for a future species to dig us up and wonder who we were? If Neanderthals had survived to live alongside us in today's highly advanced world, do you think our global society would be more compassionate? Or would it trigger a brutal evolutionary war between two human species? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below, and let us start a fascinating conversation.